Morning and welcome, everyone. So wonderful to be together this beautiful morning. I'm Reverend Debora Gay. I'm a staff minister here at CSL Bellingham. It's my joy to be both the host of the service and the speaker today. And so we just get to revel in the community that we create together on this beautiful day, on this beautiful morning, and we begin as always with song.
Welcome, everyone. If you're able and would like to stand with us, we will sing into this day. I'm letting in new information into this body. In my mind, there's a no going back, 'cause I'm running on a different track. I'm letting my soul be renewed today. Let that new information in. Letting in new information into this body. I'm changing the old pathways in my mind. I know there's a no going back, 'cause I'm running on a different track. I'm letting my soul be renewed today. Let the love and abundance, letting the love and abundance come my way. I'm making room in my life for all I dream. I know I am what I believe, so I'm holding up a vision of me in perfect flow with the infinite every day. I'm letting in new information into this body. I'm changing the old pathways in my mind. I know there's a no going back, 'cause I'm running on a different track. I'm letting my soul be renewed today. Sing it out, here we go. I'm letting the love and abundance come my way. I'm making room in my life for all I dream. I know I am what I believe, so I'm holding up a vision of me in perfect flow with the infinite every day. In perfect flow with the infinite every day. In perfect flow with the infinite every day. Well, take a minute to greet some of those neighbors out there.
What?
Ready for my soul?
Yeah, yeah, I am.
Okay. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. come here. Well, we have our awesome teachers up here at the stage. If you are a kiddo, unfortunately doesn't include all you children at heart, but the young ones here with us today, come on up to the stage to join your teachers, and we will sing you out into this beautiful morning. Hooray for the world, we're glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and animals too, and a sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. Got Mother Nature and the human race. We got Mother Nature and the human race.
We've got Spirit, the One, and we've got the human race. And we're joining together and meeting, knowing that that Spirit is always within. And today, I want to celebrate the aspect of that one divine Spirit, which is peace. Because that peace, which is part of the nature of that one divine Spirit, is also within each one of us, because we are all part of that one Spirit. So I know that that peace is present within me, in my life, at all times, whether I know it or not. And that peace is present within all of us here. And taking that within, I'm so grateful that we have this opportunity to be together once again, and so it is.
Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Let's sing that again. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. My heart is open, I am awake. There is a knowing of love, love, love. My heart is open, I am awake. There is a knowing of love, love, love. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, the center of me. My heart is open, I am awake. There is a knowing of love, love, love. My heart is open, I am awake. There is a knowing of love, love. My heart is open. My heart is open, I am awake. There is a knowing of love, love, love. Oh, let me feel inner peace from my center, from the center of me. As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Kindness wash over me, make me a symphony, play every note you can find. Make me reverberate, gently reactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and may my anthem be. reaches of this earth and beyond. Let's send this out together. Love, 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 love. Love, love, love,
What a wonderful way to begin the transition. There's theory about how you create a service, and one of the theory is how important music is to create the energy, the vibration of the room that then the speaker gets to speak into an already raised vibration. That's what Tabor does for us. So thank you. Thanks. Well, today is about peace, but it's kind of more about conflict. Because conflict is what's happening inside of us, this inner conflict. And it has a tendency to outpicture from us into the world. But we have the ability to take some control over that. So that's what I want to talk about. And there's this beautiful song that's got this lyric in it: "Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me." We're going to sing that song later today. But that song is capturing what I want to talk about, which is, while peace on the global level seems sort of overwhelming and challenging, it all does start with personal transformation. And so we can focus on ourselves, on those areas of being forgiven, of empathy, of compassion. And in that way, we're fostering inner peace within us. And then we generate that inner peace, and it moves out from us into the world, to our family, to our friends, to our workplace, to our spiritual community. And that's the way shift happens. So Martin Luther King Jr. had a way of describing peace in positive peace and negative peace. So for him, negative peace refers to the absence of conflict or violence, but it's in a situation of suppressing the tension. So not resolving the problems. If there's injustice going on or discord going on, the problems might be temporarily quieted by force, but they have not been solved. And so what he called positive peace was seeking to understand what is causing these conflicts. And is there injustice going on? Is there inequality going on? And from that, rebuild the foundation of your culture to be based on fairness and respect. That was his lifetime work. We're still trying to learn that lesson. Positive peace for him involves setting some clear boundaries where we hold ourselves, other people, and systems to a level of accountability. And we seek real change, meaningful change. That requires hard work. That's challenging. Actions that actually solve complex problems are not easy. It can feel challenging, and it can even feel confrontational to the status quo. But that's what brings to us more lasting harmony, and it doesn't rely on putting down or oppressing any one person or any one group. So I'll tell you a story. I remember a very early experience I had with resolving conflict with a group of people. I lived in a rental house. It was an experiment in group living. Some of you might have done this. We were all recent college graduates, each of us new to Seattle, which is where I had moved to, and we were just beginning to find our first jobs in our vocations. And money was tight for all of us. Time was tight for all of us. Some of us were working and trying to get advanced degrees. So we needed to shop and prepare meals and clean this house and eat quickly, cheaply, and fairly. And we were very idealistic. So we did adopt a group house philosophy and created a work chart where everyone had daily chores and weekly chores. But we were a group with varied skills and interests in home care. And we were young, and we were filled with enthusiasm. And we liked each other. We were friends before we decided to do this group living thing. So we were able to kind of give some space for people to be a little better or a little worse than others on some of these tasks. But there was a boundary. And that boundary was you had to be able to prepare a meal on time each evening, if it was your chore, because the rest of us were depending on you for dinner that day. That was a pretty clear boundary. So it was a huge learning for me, for all of us. And I remember more than one late dash to the grocery store when I'd forgotten, or another member had forgotten that it was my day to cook dinner. And then we had weekly house meetings where we kind of went through what was working and what wasn't working and what could we do to fix things. And we really were able to work a lot of that out. Like I said, we liked each other, and we had agreed to live together in this lifestyle. And we were all pretty financially dependent on this working. So the incentives were high. But still, after a few months, a couple of the original members really just decided this was not going to work for them. So when we interviewed the next roommates, we could be much more clear about what the rules were of living in the house. And we were able to keep that level of accountability up with the new roommates. And it was a great learning experience. And it inspired, like I said, commitment, liking each other, and talking about things. And you knew where the bottom line was. All else fails, you did get food on the table for dinner. So that's a little bit about learning how to really be intimate with conflict in a group of people. So now I want to go more into that connection between peace inside us and an experience of peace outside of us. So this ability to generate inner peace really influences an experience of outer peace. Because any internal conflicts, any unresolved emotions, any personal turmoil is manifested through us back out into the world. Our habits, our behaviors, our patterns our ways of engaging with other people can unconsciously lead us to difficulties, to discord, to misunderstandings. And on the other hand, cultivating inner peace can transform how we handle conflict, how we foster harmony, how we develop better communication with other people, how we stop all of the stories we're making up manifesting out into the world. And I think I've said before, when I work on a talk each week, I live that topic. So guess what I was doing this week? I was manifesting stories about other people's behavior and then catching myself. And basically, what if I didn't believe that story about somebody? What if I believed the best and the highest intention of that person? And truly, by the end of my week, things were going a lot better. It's called localized peace. And we can observe other people who do feel that peace, and that can inspire us and assist us to model more of that ourselves. That's, as I said, is what slowly begins a shift into more harmony and more cooperation. But the opposite is also true. So inner anger, jealousy, fear can contribute to your experience of more of that around you. And we can influence, like I demonstrated to myself this week, I can influence my experience to experience, instead of the worst of people, the best of people, by what I am generating as the story I'm telling myself. So I started this week also to reread again Brené Brown's book, Braving the Wilderness. Such a wonderful book. I've taught many classes from this. And you have the opportunity to read Braving the Wilderness together with a book group if you want to. It's a group led by our practitioner Francine Flowers, and it's going to start Tuesday night and goes for 4 weeks. So if you want to be with a group reading some Brené Brown, the opportunity is there. But here's one of the things she says, is that there are high levels of loneliness in our world. And it comes from a lack of meaningful social interactions. Brené Brown is a researcher, a social researcher of people. And so she spent decades studying and surveying and trying to understand people. and she has a lot to teach us. So this loneliness is a signal that it's time to reach out to other people. But there's something that stops us from doing that. And she's found from her research that it's fear of vulnerability. And so that cuts us off from taking the steps that we know we can take to get stronger, to feel less lonely, to feel more connected. And she says we gain strength from planning and communicating and working with other people. We are social people. We're social creatures, let me say. We're independent on each other. Connection matters to us. And we're wired for belonging. So when we feel isolated and disconnected and lonely, the strange things happen. We try to protect ourselves and do the opposite of what actually brings in more connection. So we start to maybe be more defensive or use things to numb our feelings or are less empathetic to other people and maybe sleep less. So you're just getting more and more churned up. And if this continues, it just keeps us more and more afraid to reach out to other people. So it is courageous to see loneliness as a symptom, as a warning light on the dashboard of your car, that it's time for you to find more ways to connect with people. And it doesn't have to be this huge, complicated thing. It can be making a phone call, sending a text, going for a walk with somebody. Those things can truly shift your day and your whole perspective on your life. So what's this fear? What is this fear of vulnerability? It's the fear of being criticized, the fear of being hurt by somebody, the fear of maybe there's going to be a conflict, maybe I won't measure up. It's just some kind of fear, plain and simple. And if we can just talk about it to our friends, to the people around us, and many times that fear is connected to grief, some kind of grief that has not yet been resolved. Learning to turn to each other, being open, being vulnerable, and being loving can be the beginning of a huge healing process. And we have a way right here in the center. We have a monthly grief group meeting on the fourth Sunday after service. It's run by practitioners Wendy and Philip. Wanda. Excuse me, Wanda. And it's a great place just to be listened to and to listen to others and find connection and find loving support. So two things are going on here just to help with this loneliness, the sense of not being connected. There is a role of personal responsibility. These are things we each must do to achieve this peace, this inner peace. And it involves some kind of active and conscious commitment to bringing that harmony into your life and resolving any conflicts around you. So it means we have to do some self-contemplation and look at where I might be contributing to the discord. And there are steps that I can then take. Once I become conscious, once I'm willing to be truthful to myself, I can do something about it. But it does require that self-reflection, recognizing maybe how my words or my actions or my attitudes have brought this experience that is not harmonious into all of our lives. It also it requires consciousness, understanding, but then it does also require action. Taking some kind of action that's right for you, and you're the one that can determine that. You know that you have certain values, certain things that are important to you. And maybe they're as simple as kindness or fairness or respect, or trying to understand the other person, or sometimes just agree to disagree. There are certain values that you hold, and they can become your boundaries. So there are some situations that are perhaps not healthy for you to engage in. And you know that because you have a boundary of something you deeply value. And so that is a time to withdraw. If you cannot sustain a relationship with those boundaries. Because that's what you've got to protect yourself and your sense of well-being and your sense of inner peace. But there is also a place for flexibility in that. And so not making your box too small and keeping your boundaries flexible enough that you can look for the common connection. Look for what you agree on, which is beyond all this little stuff. Truly, it is little stuff. And who knows, in doing that, you could then become the one that inspires other people to start acting that way. And I have a story about somebody who inspired me. And I'll tell you that. Some of you know I have a career over 30, or almost 30 years in the public sector. And I worked with politicians as they made decisions on how to spend money. It was possible that there might be some conflicts there. So this was local government. This was King County in Seattle. I worked for elected officials and council members. And they had to decide, given how much money was available that year, what services were going to grow, what services are going to be reduced. And they had to balance competing priorities. And so I worked for both Democrats and Republicans, and we would always say that party doesn't make a difference at the local level, that when you're repairing a road or building a hospital, it's not a partisan issue, it's just a need. That helped. That helped. I was mentored by a generation of very tough women. They were just breaking the glass ceiling in the public sector. And they were finding their way into top leadership positions. And I was very fortunate to be mentored by one of these brilliant women who knew a lot about resolving conflict and finding a way to agreement. Pat was her name, taught me in subtle and not so subtle ways how to resolve conflict. She was the OMB director, Office of Management and Budget. She was in that position of leadership for many years and became one of those pioneering figures that great stories were told about, because she had a personality. And the story I tell about her, is the one where I was in a budget meeting with her and the sheriff. And we were trying to reach agreement over how much more money was going to go for police officers that year. And it was a very tough negotiation. Every dollar that went to a police officer's salary was not going to be going to a social service or a nonprofit. So it definitely was a balancing act. And this was a tough meeting, and it included the sheriff crossing his legs so the ankle holder positioning his gun on his leg was very visible for all to see. A not very subtle way of communicating his superiority in the negotiations. And so I watched Pat, paying no attention to that move, but continuing to develop budget options with confidence and flair. And we eventually got to an agreement, and I very much remembered that experience as well as the subtle or not so subtle threat. So I compared the sheriff's actions to the informal way my boss got to know each of the politicians that she would later need a vote from later in the season. She would have these weekly dinners at her house and would eventually invite every member of the council over to the dinner when the talking went late into the night. These are opportunities to get to know each other as people and to learn about what was important to each of these people and share some laughs and get to know each other beyond the function that they were doing. All of that helped. And then later in the year, when she needed to come to somebody and hammer out a compromise, they knew something about each other. And the dinner parties really paid off. She was able to secure many a bipartisan vote on the annual budget in ways that would really surprise anybody who didn't know about the informal communications that had been going on. She knew that people needed to get to know each other, needed to learn to trust each other. They needed to understand what each other valued and where they could get to a yes and where somebody could not compromise because there was a value there. As Brené Brown says, people are hard to hate close up. So move in. So we've all heard the rhetoric that tries to turn groups of people into other. So it's just a form of dehumanizing a group of people. I think we've heard something like, all Democrats are such losers, or all Republicans are selfish, or all activists are hypocrites and close-minded. Some version of these things. And we all know those statements are false. They are not true. We know wonderful and generous people in all of these groups. We know those statements are not true. We know it's not easy to hate people close up. But when we're in pain, when we're in fear, anger and hate can become our go-to emotions. And it doesn't have to be this way. We can transform our emotions into something life-affirming, life-giving. Courage, love, change, compassion, justice. Courage can be rooted in pain, but pain that is denied or ignored is what turns into fear and hatred. Anger that is not transformed can become resentment and bitterness. Brené Brown quotes Nobel Peace Prize laureate Kailash Satyarthi, and I'd like to read that quote. Anger is within each of us, and I will share a secret for a few seconds, that if we are confined in the narrow shells of our egos and the circles of selfishness, then the anger will turn out to be hatred and violence and revenge and destruction. But if we are able to break the circles of selfishness, then that same anger can turn into great power. We can break the circle of selfishness by using our inherent compassion and connect with the world through compassion to make this place, this world, better. And so that same anger can be transformed into peace. That's exactly what I'm talking about. We can create positive peace within us and in our world, but it requires commitment and ongoing vigilance. It's not a one-time thing. It includes things like active listening, open dialogue, addressing conflict constructively. And it includes not only setting boundaries for ourselves, but for other people, like it's not acceptable to bring a gun to a budget meeting. That's a good boundary. But you have to be adaptable and willing to make necessary changes, like my boss did with the elected officials after they got to know each other at her dinner parties. That showed her how to be flexible, how to find a compromise, what each other's values are, and how we can get to the compromise together. Not by forcing someone or oppressing someone or saying you're wrong, but understanding each other and using those values to bring us to agreement. So when we participate and support fairness and empathy, self-understanding, and valuing other people's point of view, that builds stronger and more resilient community. And that paves the way for a more peaceful world for all of us. We can't change everything outside of us, but we can start inside of us. We can resolve the conflict, the tension, the emotional disarray within us, move into a place of peace within us, and let that radiate into our world. So let's pray. And so as we contemplate and move into the experience of inner peace, we try that on together in this world, in this internal world of prayer. My life is reflecting inner peace, a peace that is beyond my own personal understanding. It is that inner peace that connects me with all that is, with the one life, with the one mind, with the allness that is inside of me and inside of every other living thing. And just the acknowledgement of that inner peace within me, and that I am connected to the peace that is in every other person, that's what creates the wholeness of humanity, the wholeness of life, the wholeness of the life that we are creating together. And that is what is our guiding light. So no matter what storms are occurring outside of us, what turmoil, what conflict, what naysaying is going on outside of us, inside of us is this connection to perfect peace, and that connection to everyone. And we walk and talk and do in the world, grounded in this place. And with this, I know with you, all is well. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure to tell you a little bit about the wonderful things happening here at the center. But I'm not going to do that first, because Tabor knows what we're doing. What I'm going to do first is bring the ushers forward and thank you for all of the ways you contribute to creating this community and including your financial support of the community. We could not do this without each other. Thank you.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day for love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love, Spirit. Thank you for this love. This healing, this healing, this healing love. This healing, this healing, this healing love. For peace. Thank you for this peace, Spirit. Thank you for this peace. Thank you for this peace, Spirit. Thank you for this peace. This healing, this healing, this healing peace. This healing, this healing, this healing peace. Thank you for this day, you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day, this healing, this healing, this healing day, this healing, this healing, this healing day.
First, I want to pass along some gratitude. You know, we've been collecting food for local families with the Interfaith Coalition, and they're so grateful to us for all the donations for the food and the diapers and other ways of supporting immigrant communities. And it is so lovely to be witnessed and appreciated, and the Interfaith group is doing that today. So thank you. And now I want to bring Kathy up because today is a big day in the Gourmet for Good world, and Kathy's going to tell us about that.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, today is the day we have long been waiting for. Gourmets for Good, final day of bidding. Very exciting. And I'm telling you, you have not lived until you've experienced the final 10 minutes of bidding in Gourmets for Good. If you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, this is our most fun and amazing fundraiser of the whole year, where a lot of people from within our congregation get together and they put on events that circle around food. So there's breakfast, there's dinners, there's hikes with lunch, there's all kinds of things. And the rest of us get to bid for a place at the table. So some dinners have just a few spots. Others, we have a couple that you can have as many as 60 people, big out on the grounds. So really there is something for everyone's budget this year. And the thing it's a great fundraiser. But the most important thing I would say is, like Reverend Debora talked about, connection. And if you're seeking connection, if you're new here, you're wanting to get to know people better, this is a wonderful opportunity to bid and join with people. And it's always kind of a surprise at who else is going to be there at the event, because we just use numbers. So if you still need a bid number, you'll want to go to the classroom, and there's a table where you can sign up for a bid number, and the rest of you just start going, bid high, bid often, and we'll have a wonderful time and a successful event. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, and the committee that is doing all of this work for us. It's really appreciated. Well, the next slide is about the book study that I was talking about, Brene Brown's work, Braving the Wilderness. It is starting this Tuesday. It's free. It's a gift from Francine. And just sign up online or at the Ask Me desk. And then next is the Community Song Circle is starting tonight.
Well, yeah, we're doing it again. We took last month off, but tonight's going to be fun. There's going to be some new songs as well. So anybody who wants to come sing, you don't have to have any kind of voice, just a voice to show up. And you can also just sit and take it in, too. So please join us at 6.
That's right.
6:30.
A great place to learn to breathe deeply. And next is the monthly grief support group, which is what I also talked about. That's fourth Sunday, so May 25th, noon to 1:30 in the classroom. Beautiful place to be supported and loved and connect. Next, we have trail tidy-ups continuing. Great progress is being made, as we can see as we walk around this beautiful campus. But the next time to assist the group is Sunday, June 1st at noon. Bring your lunch and have some fun outdoors. The Spirit at Work has this person called Debora is going to be the speaker. I'm going to use David White's work. Some of you who know David White, poet and local philosopher, works a lot with corporations about soul, bringing your intuition and your consciousness to work with you. So I'm going to be playing with that concept at the Spirit at Work breakfast, June 4th, 8 a.m. It's early, but you get to see all those other morning people. And this is the final one till the fall. So I do urge you to come and connect with other people about your work, your business side of things, and bringing spirit into that world. So now Tabor has agreed to bring back this song just so we get to sing Let There Be Peace. And if you feel comfortable, stand and let's hold hands and we'll be one community.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with love as creator, family all are we. Walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. Take each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And let it begin with me. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. You all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again soon.